si Sir, si Benformento, si Madam Nora. Talagang napakaganda ng team up nilang dalawa. Maliban sa house, ay, sa labness nila, pati sa trabaho. Formento, the outgoing president, for his message.
Magandang gabi sa lahat. It is with great humility and honor to be here as the outgoing president of the Defense Press Corps. I would like to thank all who in one way or another have helped me in the operation of my short stint. Secretary Voltaire, sir, maraming salamat po sa inyong malaking naiambag na suporta sa aming social organization. Ito po ay malaking utang na loob ng pangkalahatan. Likewise to the group of the Office of Public Affairs na pinamanahan ni Marina Matias, Brian Berunya, Dr. Ann Marie Santa Ana, na sa tuwing nawawalan kami ng electric power sa DPC Dagaw or signal ng internet, nakabukas ang kanilang tanggapan ng DND Office of Public Affairs para sa aming lahat at may libreng biscuit at bottomless iced tea pa. Ganon din siyempre sa mga general na nagbigay din ng matatag na maupuan para sa aming mga DPC members, sina Brigadier General Rolando Junco ng CRS, si General Rolando Teleprancia na nag-donate ng mga upuan sa panahon ni Colonel Arnulfo M. Burgos, na ngayon ay mamanahin naman ang problema ni Lieutenant Colonel Ramon Zamora. Demi Sagala. Sir? Sa incoming DPC President, Ms. Nico Dizon, take charge. May nakalimutan ako. Pasalamatan ko nga pala yung aking better half na siyang suporta sa lahat ng oras sa amin. Nang nagluto ng pagkain minsan sa merienda ng ating mga miyembro. Maraming salamat sa aking mahal.
May nakasikasong iba si Joy, nagpe-prepare na siya ng ano niya, yung prepare niya yung CD niya kanina, nakita ko. Maraming salamat at tatabihin sa iyong mga billing. May mga billing mo kay Miss Nico Dizon, yung incoming DPC President. DPC President na pala, nag-take out na eh. So ikaw naman ngayon ang aming pakikinggan.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Secretary Gazmin, General Bautista, DUSEX, ASEX, all the officers who are here, General De Leon, General Tutaan. Thank you first, Secretary Gazmin, for hosting tonight's induction and party. So, this is how it feels to stand at the podium and address the country's top security officials and constituents as President of DPC and Navy Commander-in-Chief. Feel na feel. Last Monday, I received a call from Colonel Zagala. He was asking me about a letter that I sent to General Bautista inviting him for tonight's event. I was still trying to decipher exactly what I wrote in the letter when General Bautista himself was already on the line. And in his usual deadpan tone, pointed out to me a line in the letter that had him, General Tutaan, and Colonel Zagala a little bit confused. And suffice it to say, at that moment, I prayed for the earth to open and swallow me whole. It was a blooper that I will never forget, but at least General Bautista said, I am already forgiven. Thank you, sir. That little unedited line in my personal letter to General Bautista made me realize that really whatever responsibility given to one person is, one should take it seriously. One has to be thorough with one's work. There's really no room for sloppiness. Especially so when one is already representing the group, which is the oldest press corps in the country. Even if representing the group means ikaw pala ang ibabala ng grupo sa lahat ng bagay. But one thing about covering the defense beat and being part of the Defense Press Corps is that it never feels like going to work every day. We may be covering defense and security issues, but DPC is perhaps the least toxic group of reporters in the country. Not a week would pass that we wouldn't be laughing so loudly about something at the press office. The officials we also cover in the beat, you with the guns, you with the intelligence information on just about anybody, and you who are dealing with national security every single day, are perhaps the most down-to-earth and bugoy sources journalists would ever meet. I think this is because all these years that the TPC and the security officials have been coexisting, each of us know and respect our roles and tasks. I also believe that the journalists assigned to this beat know that defense reporting is not just about sound bites. We always try to put a little more understanding and context in the stories we write so as not to shortchange the public. Journalists always demand higher standards from our country's leaders. That's the reason why we nitpick and give more attention to what many would say is the negative rather than the positive. The only thing that we can assure you, our leaders and our protectors against enemies of our nation, is that we will be journalists who will be accountable for what we report, and we will always be fair. The pen, they say, is mightier than the sword. The gravity of this assertion is not lost on the Defense Press Corps. Every day, we take our job seriously. But also, we know how to have fun with all of you, sirs. Thank you very much, and let's enjoy the night.
Kinabahan ako sa speech mo, Nico. Masyadong seryoso. We will now listen to our next speaker.
May we call on the Honorable Defense Secretary Voltaire to bear a Gazmin for his message to the defense.
Thank you. Kindly be seated. Kasama kami ni Joy nung ako'y commander dun sa army. 20 years ago. Our reliable partners in media affairs, the dynamic ladies and gentlemen of the Defense Press Corps of the Philippines, fellow workers in our Defense Department and Armed Forces, mga kasama. Today, our Defense Press Corps has done another changing of the guards with the induction of its brand new officers for the year 2013-2014. Our Defense Press Corps has been on top of news reports and stories which were heard, read, seen, surfed in the internet, shared and twittered by a number of Filipinos locally and internationally during the year. Our thanks and appreciation for the unending, diligent efforts of our colleagues from the Defense Press Corps. You have continued to afford our department and its bureaus the chance to inform about our initiatives, express our messages, and clarify the rationale of our endeavors to our general public. Truly, we have had a busy year behind us. Our Defense Department was enabled to gain modest achievements in our major trusts and various projects which you have covered and featured in your news stories and reports. You have assisted us in clarifying certain issues which are of national and international importance. You have likewise extended to us the opportunity to explain our positions and assisted in the dissemination of vital information which saved the lives of our countrymen, especially during the advent of disasters, calamities, and emergencies. You have also lent us the chance to be heard so that our important messages and information were timely brought to the attention of our general public. Truly, the Defense Press Corps of the Philippines has been our veritable partner in the prompt releases of factual news and information. Our warmest congratulations to the outgoing set of officers who are DPC for a very fruitful and memorable year. I am happy to convey my commendation to Mr. Bing Formento for ably leading the DPC and helping strengthen our cordial working relationship which we have shared and enjoyed together. In like manner, let me also extend our warmest congratulations to the new set of officers of our DPC, led by your new president, Ms. Nico Dizon of the Philippine Daily Inquirer, who is an outstanding scholar and class valedictorian of MNSA Class 47, a lieutenant colonel. We look forward to a harmonious and pleasant working relationship with the DPC during the tenure of our leadership. Piece of advice, keep your communication clear and effective writing. This reminds me of a story of the mother of our congressman, Doña Junicia. Remember her? One day she was conversing with a sari-sari store owner. Sabi niya, maestro ka? Sabi nung may-ari ng tindahan, hindi nga ho ako nakatapos ng high school. Hindi bali yun. Pwede namang hindi ka makatapos, magiging successful ka rin. Pero maestro ka? Ang kulit mo naman, sinabi lang hindi ako nakatapos. Hindi, sabi ko, maestro sa cooks. So remember, gentlemen and ladies, to keep your language clear. Congratulations on your winning talk.